Welcome the spicy lady. True strength is quiet, but it leaves a mark that can be felt. The traits that define these extraordinary women are not loud or obvious. They are subtle, precise, and deeply woven into how their body and mind work together. This genetic identifier is not about appearance, fashion, or charisma. It is about the alignment of mind, body, and response. It shows in calm breathing during tension, measured movements, steady posture, and a gaze that observes without unnecessary reaction. Every small detail tells a story of resilience, clarity, and quiet power. Over time, these subtle markers create a presence that is unmistakable. The world may not immediately understand it, but it commands respect. Hunger, fatigue, and stress are felt but managed. Reactions are intentional rather than impulsive. The body follows the mind, not the other way around, preserving energy and focus. Stress leaves depth, not panic. Decisions come from clarity rather than emotion. Understanding this genetic mark changes how we observe strength and presence. It is a reminder that power does not need to be loud to be felt. It exists quietly in alignment, coherence, and deliberate action. By the end of this video, you will see that the real mark of these women is not something you can touch or point to. It is a system of resilience, discipline, and instinctive control that allows them to navigate life with precision and calm. Once you notice it, you will never see quiet strength or presence in the same way again. Let's get started. Welcome the spicy lady. Point 1. Pressure rewires them for structure, not collapse. It is not a visible tattoo or symbol, but a quiet physical consistency in how their body reacts under pressure. This mark is not something you can point to on the skin. There's no symbol, no obvious sign, no badge to identify it. It shows itself through consistency, a steady pattern in how the body responds when life applies pressure. While many bodies fold inward during stress, this one does the opposite. It tightens with purpose instead of collapsing. Think about moments of sudden pressure, an unexpected confrontation, bad news delivered without warning, a tense conversation that shifts the air in the room. Most people react by shrinking. Shoulders drop, spines curve, movements become hesitant. The body signals overwhelm before a word is spoken. But for the spicy lady Sigma, posture adjusts differently. The spine stays upright. The shoulders align. The body braces itself calmly, as if preparing to carry weight rather than escape it. This reaction is not forced. There is no stiffness or performance. It feels natural, almost automatic. The body understands that collapse invites confusion while structure creates clarity. By staying aligned, the mind stays clearer too. Decisions come easier. Reactions stay measured. You might notice this in everyday situations. A woman facing criticism without her posture breaking, someone standing firm during an uncomfortable discussion without leaning away or closing herself off. Even when tired, her body holds itself together, not rigidly, but with quiet strength. This consistency builds trust both internally and externally. When the body does not betray panic, the mind feels safer. When the posture holds, confidence follows naturally. Others may not be able to explain it, but they feel stability. Over time, this physical response becomes a signature. Pressure does not bend her inward. It organizes her outward. Strength does not show through force, but through structure. Point 2. Zero unnecessary fidgeting. Economical, purposeful movement. They rarely fidget. Hands stay purposeful. Movements are economical, as if the body dislikes wasting energy. Most people fidget without realizing it. Fingers tap, legs bounce, clothing is adjusted constantly. These small movements may seem harmless, but they reveal tension, impatience, or scattered energy. The body tries to release stress, but it also signals uncertainty to everyone around them. In contrast, the spicy lady Sigma moves differently. Their movements are intentional. Hands do what they are meant to do. Feet step with deliberate purpose. There is an economy in every gesture, as if the body knows energy is precious and never to be wasted. This is not rigidity. There is no forced calm or robotic stiffness. The motions are natural but measured. Each movement serves a function, whether reaching for an object, gesturing to emphasize a point, or adjusting posture. The body stays perfectly aligned with the mind. No unconscious energy leaks into unnecessary actions. Picture a woman sitting through a long, tense meeting. Everyone around her taps pens, shuffles papers, and glances repeatedly at the clock. Their movements betray restlessness and impatience. Her hands remain still, resting lightly on the table or moving only when necessary. Her legs are steady, her posture balanced. Even in moments of boredom, irritation, or subtle stress, her body never betrays her. This level of physical control frees the mind to focus entirely. When the body is not busy managing nervous energy, attention sharpens and decision-making improves. Observers may not consciously notice why, but they feel the difference. Purposeful movement communicates confidence, discipline, and inner stability without a single word spoken. In moments of surrounding chaos, she remains a fixed point of calm focus. Her actions are deliberate. Her presence carries quiet authority, and distractions never hijack her energy. 3. Voice never rises during challenge. Quiet power, no escalation. Their voice does not rise when challenged. Their nervous system refuses to escalate just to prove dominance. True power is quiet, not loud. Most people instinctively raise their voices during conflict. Faced with challenge, confrontation, or pressure, their tone sharpens, speech speeds up, and breathing quickens. Their nervous system reacts as if conflict is a threat that must be overpowered with volume or force. But the spicy Lady Sigma holds a different nervous system wiring. Her voice remains calm, steady, and controlled. She carries authority not through intensity, but through measured, grounded presence. This is not learned acting or fake composure. It is her natural default state. When challenged, her breath stays slow, her tongue stays measured, and every word is deliberate. Her body never betrays urgency, panic, or a desperate need to dominate. Clarity leads every single response to a heated debate. While others overpower the room with loud tones and rapid speech that escalate tension, her steady voice cuts through the noise without adding to it. Even when everyone else raises their tone and pace, her calm presence never falters. She controls the conversation on her own terms. People lean in to listen not because she is loud, but because she is in complete control of herself. You see this everywhere, in meetings, arguments, crowded public spaces. Someone calmly stating their truth without hurry or drama instantly shifts the entire energy of a room. Nervousness and tension never leak from her voice because her nervous system knows unnecessary escalation solves nothing. Over time, this creates subtle, unshakable influence. Her calm voice demands attention because it signals control, thoughtfulness, and unbreakable internal stability. Power never needs to shout to be respected. Point 4. Anchor gaze. No approval-seeking scanning their eyes carry a stillness that never scans for approval. This gaze feels fundamentally different from everyone else's, that it is not sharp to intimidate, nor soft to people please. It carries quiet, unwavering stillness. Even when her body is fully at rest, her eyes remain measured, calm, and deliberate. There is a subtle, sharp awareness in them. Proof the mind behind them is always observing, always calculating, always anticipating what comes next. Most people's eyes move constantly, darting for social cues, searching for validation, widening in surprise, blinking rapidly in anxiety. These are all tells of a mind reacting chaotically to the world. The spicy Lady Sigma's gaze is anchored. It moves only when necessary. She observes without urgency and listens without distraction that rising tension. While other faces betray nervousness and glances shift frantically, her gaze stays steady. Her eyes take in the full picture without rushing. She notices patterns, subtle shifts in energy, and small details while never spilling stress into her body. This is not empty blankness. It is quiet, active awareness. When handling criticism or navigating complex social dynamics, her eyes never betray panic or impulsive emotion. Small, subtle expressions show thoughtfulness without exaggeration. This stillness holds quiet power. People sense it without understanding why. It communicates focus, intelligence, and self-assurance effortlessly. It also protects her energy. An anchored gaze stops the mind from overreacting, keeps the body relaxed, and ensures every decision comes from clarity, not chaos. Once you recognize this gaze, you will see how it reveals remarkable internal balance. The mark of someone who navigates life with precision, absorbs information fully, and responds with calm authority before chaos can take hold. Point 5. Impulse control. Mind always rules over body. Hunger and desire do not hijack their discipline. The body obeys the mind, not random impulses. True discipline is not shown in easy moments. It reveals itself when temptation is loudest. Most people believe they have self-control until hunger, fatigue, or a craving strikes. A missed meal, sudden temptation, or emotional restlessness instantly unravels their focus. The body reacts first, the mind scrambles to justify indulgence, and energy scatters completely. For the spicy Lady Sigma, this never happens. She feels hunger, desire, and emotion fully, but they never hijack her decision-making. Her mind retains full control, and her body follows obediently. This is not unhealthy denial or suppression. She acknowledges her body's signals. The stomach rumbles, urges arise, emotions flare. But her internal system pauses. She does not waste energy satisfying every impulse instantly. She channels her focus toward what actually matters. Her body waits for her mind's instruction. Think of a woman working late on a critical project. Most people cave to fatigue and cravings, losing focus and making hasty, sloppy decisions. She maintains steady, consistent energy. She takes breaks intentionally, respects her body's needs, but never lets them control her timing, pace, or priorities. Every action is deliberate, every choice intentional. This mind-body alignment preserves energy, protects mental clarity, and builds relentless resilience. Impulses are not ignored. They are integrated, controlled, and never allowed to dictate behavior. Hunger, desire, and emotion become tools for navigating life, not forces that derail it. Over time, this trait is undeniable. People notice her reliability, consistency, and rare ability to stay calm and decisive when everyone else gets swayed by temporary impulses. Her energy stays balanced, her actions stay efficient, and stress never spirals out of control. Her body cooperates with her mind, never rebels against it. 6. Slow expressive aging. Stress leaves depth, not panic. They age slowly in expression, not in years. Stress does not etch panic lines, only wisdom and depth. Life writes its story on every face, but not all faces carry the same story. Most people wear stress visibly. Permanent worry lines, tension creases, and the etched mark of chronic overwhelm, no matter their lifestyle. The spicy Lady Sigma ages differently. Her years do not show up as worry, strain, or panic. Stress never carves frantic patterns into her skin. Instead, life leaves subtle depth, a quiet reflection of experience, resilience, and strength. This is not just lucky genetics. It is the result of a mind and body that process pressure differently. When challenges arrive, her nervous system never overreacts. Stress is acknowledged, processed, and released fully without consuming her body. Her facial muscles never twitch with anxiety. Her expressions never leak in her chaos. A calm, consistent composure preserves her face's natural softness and structure that on demanding days piled with deadlines, criticism, and unexpected crises, her face stays composed. She may frown in concentration or focus deeply, but these are controlled, intentional reactions. The lines that form come from contemplation, focus, and quiet endurance, not fear or panic. These subtle marks signal wisdom, not weakness. They create a rare, magnetic presence. People trust her calm energy instinctively, even if they cannot explain why. Faces free of constant stress become natural anchors for others. Stress becomes a teacher, not a permanent burden. You will always recognize the spicy Lady Sigma. She faces endless pressure yet retains her composure, aging with graceful depth instead of worn-out panic. Point 7. Quiet space claiming, no performance, no insecurity. Their body language does not seek space. It claims it quietly, without puffing up or performing confidence. Most people take up space aggressively to mask insecurity. Broad, exaggerated gestures, overly loud voices, forced upright shoulders to appear bigger. These acts scream confidence, but they reek of effort and hidden self-doubt. The spicy Lady Sigma carries presence in a completely different way. Her body language never demands attention or performs for others. She claims space softly, naturally, without exaggeration, posturing, or ego. This is not passivity or rigidity. Every posture shift, every step, every small movement is rooted in clear intention. Her shoulders are relaxed, yet grounded. Her stance is balanced and stable, never stiff. Even moving through crowded rooms, she stands out not from pushing others aside, but from her undeniable calm authority that I end meetings and social gatherings while others shift nervously, lean forward aggressively, and gesture wildly just to be seen and heard. She moves deliberately. A simple step, a controlled gesture, a straight, steady posture is all she needs. The space around her naturally adjusts to her energy. Attention comes effortlessly. She does not inflate her presence to prove worth. Her confidence is inherent to how she exists in a room. This body language communicates quiet power and total reliability. It signals composure and complete self-control because every movement is purposeful. No energy is wasted on proving herself. All energy is reserved for action, thought, and observation. Over time, this quiet space claiming becomes deeply magnetic. People feel her authority without her broadcasting it. She exists fully, yet lightly. Her presence never competes. It simply is. This is why subtle, intentional body language is far more impressive than loud, flamboyant displays. Claiming space naturally is the ultimate mark of confidence, discipline, and deep internal alignment. Point 8. Strategic withdrawal, distance over pointless confrontation. Their reflex is withdrawal, not aggression. The body chooses intelligent distance over unnecessary conflict. Most people react impulsively to confrontation. A harsh word, sudden pressure, or a tense situation triggers instant aggression. Voices rise, gestures sharpen, hands clench. The body reacts first, and the mind struggles to catch up, leading to regretful words and escalated tension. The spicy Lady Sigma's reflex is reversed. She leans toward thoughtful withdrawal, not reckless confrontation. Her body instinctively chooses distance over clash, using intelligence to judge whether engagement is even necessary. This is not fear, weakness, or avoidance. It is refined strategy. Her system understands pointless confrontation drains energy, clouds clarity, and creates unnecessary chaos. Stepping back creates space for thought, observation, and measured, effective response. There are zero impulsive reactions. Every movement is deliberate. Every pause is purposeful. In heated arguments and tense workplace moments, while others react instantly and escalate conflict before thinking, she creates calm through distance. A small step back, a slow gesture, a measured pause lets her retain full control while everyone else loses theirs. She never absorbs the room's chaos into her own energy. Over time, this habit builds quiet, unrivaled power. People notice her consistent calm without fully understanding why. Choosing distance preserves her mental clarity, protects her energy, and lets her respond powerfully only when it truly matters. Her body and mind operate as one unit of self-control, second nature. You see this in traffic, arguments, and stressful group settings. Subtle, graceful withdrawal from chaos. She chooses observation over impulse, patience over reaction. Once you understand this trait, you realize withdrawal is not weakness. It is elite survival intelligence, the mark of composure, strategy, and true power. Strength is not measured by how many fights you pick, but by how many you control and avoid. 9. Perfect internal coherence, mind, body, reaction align. The true core mark of the spicy Lady Sigma is coherence. Mind, body, and reaction stay perfectly aligned under pressure. No internal conflict, no visible confusion. The most powerful trait a woman can carry is not flashy confidence or dramatic charisma. It is unshakable coherence that IT does not show through loud words, big gestures, or obvious displays of strength. It shows in how every part of you works together when pressure hits, When challenges arise, most people experience internal chaos, body panics, mind races, reactions fragment. Hands shake, voices quiver, thoughts spiral. Their entire system breaks apart under stress. For her, there is no internal tug of war, no dissonance, no visible confusion. Every thought, every movement, every response flows from one aligned, centered place. In impossible deadlines, sudden confrontations, and unexpected crises. Everything stays synchronized. The mind assesses calmly, the body supports steadily, and actions follow without hesitation or overreaction. Every step, gesture, and word moves with natural, intentional rhythm. This alignment is not just surface-level calm, it is extreme mental and physical efficiency. No energy is wasted on internal conflict or confusion. Every decision sharpens because her entire system functions as one unified unit. Stress exists, but it never fractures her. Challenges are met with focused awareness, not scattered panic. In tense meetings and chaotic environments, while others fumble, overreact, and contradict themselves, her coherence creates quiet magnetism. People trust her instantly because her responses are unified, measured, and reliable. Her body signals stability, her mind signals clarity, her reactions signal total control. This is beyond discipline or composure. This is a fully tuned internal system that operates in harmony. Even when the entire world around her is unpredictable and chaotic, coherence is the true mark of resilience. Moving as one under pressure is not just strength, it is total self-mastery, and it is what sets the spicy Lady Sigma apart from everyone else. Point 10. Ultra-fast deep recovery. Full system reset. They recover unusually fast from exhaustion. Sleep resets them deeply, not superficially. Their system knows how to fully shut down and rebuild. This is not the fake rest of short naps or forced relaxation. This is a body wired to honor the mind's need for full clarity and restoration. Her nervous system and energy systems work in perfect sync to repair, refresh, and realign completely every single night. When she wakes, she is grounded, alert, and fully present. Stress, tension, and fatigue are released entirely, never carried into the next day. Most people carry exhaustion for days after a tough project, emotional strain, or physical burnout. They drag through days, foggy and drained. The spicy Lady Sigma rebounds naturally, effortlessly, and rapidly. Her sleep is deeply restorative. Energy returns fast, focus comes back with sharp precision, and every bodily system resets efficiently. This deep reset elevates every part of her life: performance, resilience, mental clarity, and emotional stability. Her energy stays preserved, her attention stays sharp, and her decisions stay precise. Even after the most draining, challenging days, her body never protests or falters under pressure. It listens to the mind and restores itself in quiet, profound ways most people cannot fathom. Over time, this trait is unmistakable. She moves through life with an unshakable rhythm. She handles relentless pressure, recovers instantly, and stays consistent while everyone around her struggles to regain their footing. This is not just rest. It is a natural resilience system, a hidden strength, and a powerful marker of internal balance and elite endurance. Point 11. Relax facial muscles during conflict. Zero leaked fear. Their facial muscles stay completely relaxed during conflict. No excessive blinking, no nervous smiles, no visible tension. The body never leaks fear or panic. Most people's faces betray their inner state instantly under stress. Eyebrows shoot up, lips tighten, eyes dart wildly, nervous smiles flash, and excessive blinking takes over. These tiny tics broadcast fear, uncertainty, and anxiety before a single word is spoken. The spicy Lady Sigma carries a completely different internal system. Her facial muscles stay soft and relaxed, even in full conflict. Fear never spills out. Tension never leaks through micro-expressions. This is not unnatural suppression or fake stoicism. This is a regulated nervous system that keeps the body aligned and stable under extreme pressure. Emotion still exists internally. She feels anger, anxiety, and stress, but her body never advertises it unnecessarily. Energy is preserved, Focus stays razor sharp, and powerful presence remains unbroken. I intense work conversations and heated personal arguments. While every face around her broadcasts discomfort and panic, hers stays steady. She shows subtle signs of thought and processing, but never hysteria, panic, or nervousness. No blinking frenzies, no forced smiles, no involuntary tics. Her body quietly, faithfully follows her mind's lead. This trait communicates subtle, unspoken power to everyone around her. People feel her composure even if they cannot name it. A calm face in intense moments draws trust, respect, and attention effortlessly. A steady face under pressure is the ultimate sign of resilience and self-mastery. It frees the mind to act strategically, never hijacked by the body's primitive stress responses. Final thoughts: true strength is quiet, but it leaves a mark that can be felt. The traits that define the spicy Lady Sigma are not loud or obvious. They are subtle, precise, and deeply woven into how their body and mind work together. This genetic identifier is never about appearance, fashion, or charisma. It is purely about alignment, mind, body, and intentional response. It shows in calm breathing during tension, measured movements, steady posture, and a gaze that observes without reacting impulsively. Every small detail tells a story of resilience, clarity, and quiet power. Over time, these subtle markers build an unmistakable, commanding presence. The world may not understand the strength immediately, but it always demands respect. Hunger, fatigue, and stress are felt but mastered. Reactions are intentional, never impulsive. The body follows the mind, preserving energy, focus, and clarity. Stress carves depth, not panic. Decisions stem from clarity, not emotion. Understanding this mark changes how you see strength forever. True power does not need to be loud. It lives quietly in alignment, coherence, and deliberate action. Thank you for watching, and God bless you.